Okay, today I'm going to show you guys how to kind of get around Photoshop's community guidelines when it comes to expanding an image that has people in it, specifically people who are wearing swimsuits or revealing clothing, stuff that Photoshop detects as being possibly pornographic or their definitions are very broad. So this image in particular trips it up. It doesn't like this image. It's an image produced by Gemini, which is a Google product, and their guidelines are actually pretty strict too. And if considering this is okay with Google, I don't understand why it's not okay with Photoshop. That's why I think Photoshop's analysis algorithm is probably needing a lot of work. So this is what I was able to get. I got it to generate some limbs, which is actually quite tough. It's quite tough to get it to generate limbs in a photo where it's detecting stuff it doesn't want to help you with. But I got it to make some bamboo and some waves, and for a quick and dirty YouTube thumbnail, I think this looks fine. I think it looks good. Their legs are not the best, especially their shoes, but I like it. So let's just go to Photoshop and open this image and see what we can get doing. I'm just going to show you quickly how you might be able to get around this. We're going to open this image. Um, I'm going to make this kind of simple because I don't want to have to mess with regenerating the lower section of their limbs because that requires a lot of tweaking. Actually, so I'm going to reduce the size of the image right here. And I'm going to leave it like that. Um, I'm going to change the canvas size because I want a 16 by 9 width. So it's going to be 3840 by 25 60 for a 16 by 9 image. This is a 4K resolution, and you might already have the resolution that you like. You might not want to mess with that. It's really up to you. So I'm going to enlarge this a little bit, like that, essentially. All right, so then we get to go back over to our layer, Control J to duplicate it. We're going to hide this base layer here, and with this layer selected, let's actually show you what happens if I try to just expand the exterior without modifying this. Okay, so we got that. Our transparent section is selected. We want it to expand this landscape into something. We could just say uh, bamboo forest in the distance. Give it my other one a pretty similar prompt with ocean waves. So I'm going to control copy that prompt and generate, and it's going to trip it up. I know that it is, but this shows you how sensitive it is. It doesn't want to do anything to expand it. It doesn't want to help at all with it. So the next thing we're going to do is Control D to deselect our transparency. We're going to hit B to get our brush tool, but you can see that prompt gave us a blank layer. Over here, we're going to delete that blank layer. And now with this top layer selected with the brush tool, make sure you have white. White works the best for me. So I noticed that sometimes you can get away with just kind of covering up the most of the stuff that's probably triggering it. You have to be able to recognize what's in the image that Photoshop doesn't like. Once you figure that out, then you can start covering it up. So we're going to try again with that much covered up. Sometimes it'll see their faces and think, I don't know, let's not do that. So Control Shift D to reselect that area again. Go back to Generative. I'm going to paste that prompt in again, and we're going to hit Enter and see what happens. There's a chance that it'll still trip it up just because their faces are showing. Yep, which is insane. That's insane. So I'm going to select that blank layer that it made for us again. I'm going to delete it and come back over here with the brush tool and cover their heads as well. Generative. All right, now I'm going to ask the same thing again. And there you go. It did what we wanted it to. But we couldn't have our subjects in there. We had to totally cover them up. Which makes, adding in cut off limbs kind of hard. You have to kind of move things, test it, cover, figure out exactly what you can do with the image. So I think this is fine. I think this is fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to unhide this base layer, and we're going to hide this top layer that we've been painting on. And now we have our two women with the extended landscape that we wanted. So that's just a brief kind of tutorial on how to get around that. And this isn't going to work every time, but I think this might be helpful to some of you guys out there, guys and gals who are trying to. It could be you and your girlfriend standing on the beach, or you and your boyfriend standing on the beach, and you guys might be wearing swimsuits, and you want to, just like this picture, extend the landscape. Maybe say the photo was cropped in too tight, and you want it to kind of show more of the image, or you're trying for whatever reason you might want to expand the outside of the image with people in it. So I hope this was helpful. This is just a quick little tutorial. I do tutorials from time to time, so um, like, subscribe, or you don't have to. I really don't care if you like or subscribe or not. So I just hope that this video was helpful, and you might see more tutorials like this from me again in the future. Who knows? Thanks for watching, and I'm out of here.